Hello. Got a few things to mention before we get started with anything. First things first, as a onboard mention. First I'm gonna just there we go. Uh, I am a little bit on the low energy side today. Um, just lower energy day today, but that is not going to be something to discourage anybody. In fact, I would like to encourage people to keep talking and enjoy themselves as we're doing this. The art portion of the stream will probably not be very long. I'm just going to touch on a few little details on Blossom's commission. And then I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to add something new to the streams. I'd been meaning to add these for a while, but I kept forgetting about it. And I also just didn't know how to do it properly. But now I've got a better understanding of how to get it to work. I have a tutorial that I can follow. I plan to add some more redeem stuff for all of you people. For all the wonderful viewers. But it's something I'm not familiar with at all, and is going to require me to figure it out. Taking a lot of inspiration from how Kaito does a lot of things, because I just like the way his streams are set up. They're very fun. But for me to do any of that, I have to figure out, well, how to actually do the green screen stuff, which as I've just stated, I've never done it before, and I've seen a few options, like browser options, and they just don't work that well. So I thought, this probably isn't it then. This is probably not what Kaito's been using, because Kaito is able to do like these crazy, like edited green screen effects and stuff, and I'm just like amazed at how he does it. So today I'm gonna try to, if I have the energy for it later, which, to be real, that's probably not a likely outcome. I'll be trying to learn that today. It's probably going to be a bit quieter because I haven't been streaming as much this month. That was expected, but I imagine this is not doing well for me in the algorithm. You know, going from streaming a little bit more consistently to now not streaming as much. It's a bit how it goes, I guess, but you know, it's kind of essential. I needed both a little bit of a break from streaming, but I also needed time to plan out for June, because June's gonna be crazy. But with that, we'll go ahead and switch over to the art section. And just, you know, usual how we handle things. If the music is too loud for anybody, do let me know. I'll adjust it accordingly. If you're watching on Twitch, or not Twitch, if you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, however, you won't have to really worry about the music because it's probably not showing up. I can actually check and make sure that. Yeah, so it's not showing up on Twitter. The music's not coming in on Twitter or YouTube, so there's that. But we're just gonna keep it light and simple. Let me Okay. So I'm going to adjust the pattern on this here because I remember some feedback I got from Blossom on it. Yeah. So I want to use this brush. Gonna need to consider the pattern for this. I don't think this is the brush for it. I think maybe keeping it more oval shape would be better. I can still do this. I have to see how this looks after. I think I'll just start with the sleeve, and then I'll see how it looks. And if I don't think it looks good, then we'll just go with the regular. Hope Blossom Butch comes by. I could use I could use some company. I've been very quiet on a lot of stuff. Not very chatty this week. Been a busy week. Doing plans for June, dealing with IRL, job stuff, all sorts of weird stuff going on with me. I will probably not get into pretty much any of it because I don't want to bog people down with my IRL stuff. Let's see, how does this look so far? I think the pattern is off, but I have a way that I can mend that so that the pattern doesn't look weird. Just this, like so. Then yeah, how does that pattern look so far? Uh, Workable. I think I can work with this. The trick is to hopefully see if Blossom likes what we make. Well, what I make. I say we as if there's more than one person working on this thing. I think it's because I've finally got like I've gotten into the habit of like whenever I'm streaming, I refer to my entire community whenever I'm working on something as a let's see what we can do and whatnot, even though I'm the one doing things. I just like you all to feel included. You're all moral support. You help me feel comfortable while I'm working, I guess. I don't know. I'm certain we could think of some weird excuse to include you all in this in some way. Okay, I think that's the whole pattern for sleeve. Now I just need to get the white portion. So I think I'll just need to do this by hand. Here's my main color brush. There it is. Just do it steady and slow by hand. I should try to also get the back. I'm gonna start with the simple stuff. I wonder if I messaged Blossom if she'd pop in. I'm gonna just do that and see if she like shows up or not. She's probably busy, but like, uh, she's offline right now, so I won't bother her. It is Friday. I imagine a lot of people want to just relax in their evenings, and I'm not exactly the most relaxing person. Well, it depends on I guess the person. Sometimes people say, "Oh, you've got really relaxing streams," and then other times it's like, "No, no, I do not." Okay, now we need just the base. This one part should be decently easy by comparison. I think that's a little bit too rich of a pink, but it's going to need to be a little bit richer because it's going to be transparent. Okay, this part should be easy because I can just solid path. And there we go. Okay, let's see how this looks by comparison. We've got it is bolder. It's definitely bolder, but I think the line art is a little rough. Let's tighten it a little bit. Tighten the line art a tiny bit. Spots. Oh, that's not. Gotta do it from the inside, not the outside. Okay. Chatty people today, but oh well. Okay. That a little better. Yes, looks a little better. I just think the pink is a little too strong. You need something a little lighter. That's a little too much. I think that should be fine. Okay, now if I have to merge them all together for this. This is always the part that I don't like doing with these ones that have to deal with opacity. Because you can't just make the whole group. You can't change the opacity of the group. That's a Photoshop and Clip Studio thing, I think. I could make a copy of the group. Turn this. Erase. Not erase it, but turn invisible. And why is it? That's okay. There we go. Okay. That off. Turn the skin on. And I think that looks a little nicer. Going over top of the skin. It needs texture. It needs some kind of texture. Feel clothy. Let's see. Do I have any textures that can feel clothy? Okay, why the heck is the... Must be due to opacities. Weird. Wait. Start with gray tones, just to keep it simple. Try a charcoal look. Probably isn't going to look the most clothish, but... that doesn't scream cloth texture to me. I have oil canvas. Oops. Try that texture and see how it looks. No. Oh, okay. Fabric texture. Don't have a fabric texture. It take too long to make one. I think for now I'll just have to stick to that one could work actually. I just think it needs to be a bit different. I think overlay? No, not overlay. Let's try darkening it a bit maybe. Nope. Not it. Back to normal. This texture feels like it can work. It's just need to remember the blending mode. Hard mix feels like it's doing something. We turn the brightness up. Nope. Let's try turning it down. Yeah, that kind of works. Looks a little muddy though. Maybe if I add a bit of color. Yeah, that helped it out a bunch. A little addition of color did that. Turn the brightness up. That's a little much, but let's turn the opacity down a pinch. Okay, I think that's working well. All right. Oop, I bumped my microphone. I'll just take a screenshot of this and get some feedback from Blossom. If she likes it, we'll go with that. If she doesn't, we'll try again. Actually ended up doing that a lot faster than I expected it to. I thought I'd be more caught in the minutia. So let me just... Whoop. Almost knocked a couple of things over. Hang on. So I accidentally did a oopsie. Okay. Now, let's try and do that one thing. I'm going to change from art to a different thing. So let's see. What do I title this? I have to go and do this on a bunch of things now, actually. I think this is the most appropriate thing I can title this. There we go. And I've got to go to the YouTube channel and Twitter to change the titles. Like, what? Where do I go to? Where do I go to change stuff? Creator Studio? Is that where it's under? I haven't been here in a while. I don't remember, I don't remember where... Where do I go to set up stream stuff? Uh... I don't remember where to go to set up stream stuff in this thing. I haven't done it in a while. This is not idiot proof. I can at least get the one on YouTube. That one I can at least do. Now, Twitch one, not Twitch, Twitter. Is there a option somewhere? Ooh, change a thing. Hello, Owl. I'm trying to figure out how to change the title of the Twitter stream. But, not sure how to do it. It's taking me, a little bit to figure out. Because, all I see on the Creator Studio is, like, revenue sharing and then subscription. But I don't see the thing that lets me adjust stuff. And I don't know where it's at. If I click, maybe it's under premium, hidden in somewhere. Media Studio. Don't see. Sounds like subpar system UI. Well, it's Twitter, so producer. Okay, yeah, it was under producer. Where do I change the title? I can just straight up end it, but where's like the title? Ah, you can't change it. That's really stupid. That is very stupid that I cannot just change it. Okay. Yep, I guess that one's just gonna have to be as it is, because it doesn't give me an option to change the title live. That's really dumb. That's really dumb. Okay, so let's see about adding some new redeems to the stream for a bit of fun. Because if I can figure this out, I can add a lot of fun stuff. I've actually used the program that I'm going to be trying to use right now before. I've used it before. I used to use it for I believe I used to use it for uh the ability for you guys to like toggle some of my reactive stuffs, like taking my coat and Halo and such. Like I used to use this program for that, but then VTube Studio got an update and it allowed you to do that stuff directly through VTube Studio, which was a lot easier of a setup. So I shouldn't be totally confused on this. And yes, I am in fact doing this live because one, if I don't, I'll probably keep forgetting. Do I have a green screen that I think would work for this? I think I want to try to start something simple without too much trouble. That one could work. Y'all can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm just looking through I'm looking through stuff. Trying to just see. This could work. Let's see. Yeah, that one can work. It's short and I think it's simple enough that it won't be a problem. So we're just going to try to use a Minecraft explosion green screen effect and see what we can do. I need to pull up a tutorial to help me along with this though. Okay. And pull the tutorial here. Okay, so I've got a tutorial up. Just let me look it over. It's itchy. Huh. So you need to make a special scene in order for this to work? Well, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm just looking at the tutorial. Maybe I could, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea so that you all can be included. I know you all heard that. This is the tutorial I was looking at. Let me... first, let me make sure everything is organized right. That's over there. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna move this over here just in case. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Let's take a look at this tutorial then. I'm gonna turn the music off so that I can hear what's going on. I already saw this part here. So we had... So I need to make a thing. So I'll add a scene and name it green screen. So florals. But okay, did not mean to transfer to this spot, but I can work with this. Hang on. I have a way that we can do this in a goofy way. Let me... There. I am now in the scene. So let me add a thing and see what we can do. So she said to add a media source. Let's see. Somehow I have forgotten how to spell the word explosion. Okay, never mind, I didn't. Okay, the sound might be loud. Do not turn on the loop for now. Okay, so if I do this, what happens? Oh wait, I have to link the thing. I have to link it to the file source. Okay. And go. Okay. That was very loud. I can see that that was very loud. I am sorry, everyone. I didn't hear that, though. I didn't hear it, which is concerning. Oh, wait, it's because it needs to be on monitor for me to hear it. So if I go to here, then change this to monitor, I should be able to hear it now. I've turned it down. I'm going to turn it down a lot, so just in case. Yeah, there it goes. That's still... Is that too loud? Because there's a lot with similar volume. Knowing what's loud for you guys is more important than knowing what's loud for me, because I have a mixer and it allows me to adjust stuff. So let me test this again. Play it again. Okay. Is there a way to key? There wasn't any sound. No sound on stream. Okay. I think there's a way to fix that then. Let me just... Okay, there's it on that. If I go to this, do you all hear it now? Is Just constantly getting blowed up for all of you guys. Just... This will be an interesting redeem, because now y'all are going to have the ability to blow me up. Volume level pleasant. Okay. Is it louder than me? Because it's meant to be a little louder than I am. It is an explosion. It is meant to be a tiny bit louder, but I don't want it to be like ear blastingly loud is the thing. Well, I don't want it to be louder than me in a general sense of it's completely overshadowing my voice, but in the sense that it is more it is present on somewhere even to my voice, to where you guys can hear me and the explosion is still prevalent, because it's meant to be like an interruption. Like, that's the idea of it, is it's a means for you guys to just interrupt me and be a nuisance. I'm giving you the tools to be a nuisance to me. I'm gonna turn it up to here. How do we feel about this? Too loud? Too quiet? Is it at the same range as my voice? How do we feel about it? Should be a bit louder then. Okay, just one more test just to be sure. Okay, so you got it's pretty good. It should be a bit. I'll do the test. I'll do it one more time and get a feedback from both Marmalade and Owl and see what you guys think. I'm also gonna, the reason the music's off because it is audio focused. Okay, how is that? Where is our range of volume tolerance and presence that it has? That's good. It's pretty good. Oh, that was okay. So it's pretty good was from before. What about you, Marmalade? What are you feeling with this? This Marmalade's busy. Okay. Let's continue the video and see what she guides us with. Okay. Good sound level. Okay. Chroma key. Color key. So it's a filter. Okay. Okay. I did not expect it to do that from me going to the screen. Okay. You see, I'm gonna turn off restart playback when source becomes active. Show nothing when playback ends. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, okay. It's I need to apply a filter. And it's a effects filter. So here. Color key. And I think I just kind of have to guesstimate where it ranges. So let me okay, I'm gonna shrink it a little bit here so that it's a more visible thing. So if I have this color key and I have it set to green. Yeah, it's set to, do I do custom color key and then select color? It does not give me like an eyedropper tool, so I kind of just have to guess the color code. How do I turn the filter on? Let's see. I just No, that's not, it does not appear to be doing anything. Hmm. Oh, so if okay. I'm gonna turn this back to being full. Be a fit to screen. Okay. Hmm. And not sure how you adjust the smoothness to be a bit tighter. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Okay, let's see what that looks like. I feel like the opacity is a little high. Yeah, because I don't think I should be visible through a bit of that. Let me see. Yeah, no, there's a range of that I shouldn't be visible through. Here maybe, and then turn the smoothness up? No, that's not it. How do you get rid of the little green edges then? Maybe the color keys off slightly? Hold on. Let me just see what she does. Okay, so it's just a matter of kind of eyeballing it, I guess. Then see what we can do then. So right here, a bit finicky to try and use. There's still some green in it. If I turn it up too much, it becomes too much opacity. Let me try doing it with a custom color. Then trying to select the color. They're like a color picker, pick screen color. Ah, yes. Okay, so there is a screen color thing. Okay. How do I escape that? Yeah, just escape does it. Okay, okay. So I can turn this all the way down. And the smoothness down as well. And then I can go select color, pick color, then select this is the appropriate color. And already we've got a good amount of much tighter. Then turn the smoothness a bit, maybe. Turn this up to here and try turning this smooth. Nope, smoothness doesn't. Let's turn smoothness down all the way and turn this all the way up. Okay, turning that all the way up is not quite right. Guess you really do just kind of have to eyeball it and really guesstimate where its touch and go spots are. This definitely gives me a better appreciation for how Kaito does a lot of his stuff. Let's just see how it looks. There's still a little bit of green. It's more noticeable in like this, in the black. think that's okay. I want to fine tune it a little bit more though. Let me, like right here, you don't notice anything because most of it's on the screen. But right here, you can see a bit more of the green. Turning the smoothness up turns like opacity up a bunch. So if I like, I have this up, yeah, now it's more transparent and I don't want that. And there's still bits of green. Turning this up does the same thing. There's not like a feathering option for this. I think this is one of those rare things where it's like you're gonna have to contest with a little bit of green in the screen. I think that's just gonna have to be part of it to the function, I guess. Try doing this. Turn the smoothing up just a tiny bit and try again. I mean, compared to with it off versus with it on, there's a lot of opacity stuff going on because it does opacity go down. The opacity goes down as it explodes. Let's try once more. Could require some editing on my part. That could probably help make it more functional. I can make a folder and put all of my stream green screen up and going. Nice to see the audio at least works. But for media sources, does that mean there's no limit to like how much time you can put this? I think that might be spot on. Yeah, I think that one's spot on because there's, well, let me double check. There is like a lot of opacity in some spots, but I think that's part of it. Okay, so we've gotten a green screen redeem. Let's see how we activate it. Okay, let me add a scene. If I scroll down to green screens, okay. Okay, so that last thing at the bottom, the green screen's scene acts as like a background, and we can take those scenes and place them to act over in other scenes. Okay, so that's how it's set up. That makes it much tidier. It's easier to work with. Twitch channel points. Let me a little apprehensive to show stuff on this. I'm gonna quickly drag this over and work on it where I can see it a little better. Let's see. Twitch channel points. Where do I go for that stuff? Dashboard? No, not the dashboard. Didn't explain where I go for that. Let's see. Commands? Don't see events. Which channel stream start? Okay, so it's under events. I think. Is there a channel points thing? Yes, Twitch channel points redeem. So I can go here and add a command. I don't think I'm doing this right. The text-to-speech thing on this thing. That's neat. This is more intricate than I was giving it credit for. Do I set it as a command? This is a year old, so it's probably using a different UI now. It's not a command, then it's something else. It says Twitch channel points redeem. Action, have it set to command. Let me read these. It's conditional. Is there a thing for points? Not seeing a thing. I see a thing that just says Twitch. Okay, so I figured out how to add one for a raid, but that's not what I'm looking for. I think I'm in the wrong thing. Maybe it's not under events. Maybe it's under something else. Don't know. This is an outdated video, it seems. I guess the UI has changed. They've changed how they organize stuff. It has to be in events, because there's like ones for YouTube, Twitch, Kick. There's donation events, crowd control, stream loots, there's a lot to this. There's a lot more to this than I was giving it credit for. I'll try again with Twitch and try to do the points redeem thing. Add command. Oh, I finally realized this is mix it up. Very robust system. I dabbled with it a bit. I assume this is what Kaito does to make all of his crazy edits, live stream edits and whatnot. I've used this program before, but I haven't used it in a very long while. Still trying to get refamiliarized with it. Just adding action to it. Is it a command? What kind of thing? I'm gonna just go with command and see what it does. Command type, chat, Twitch channel points. Okay, so yeah, it's a command, and then you do Twitch channel points. Optional command. I'm not sure how this functions. Let's just that did not really explain much to me. I'm going to take this, go to my Twitch stuff to dabble. Creator dashboard, I believe, is where that's under. And then it should be under viewer rewards, power-ups and channel points. Manage all that. If I have a new thing, does it add it somewhere? Let me see. I guess I haven't added it yet. Just wait until complete, ignore usage. Have I not added the thing? Okay, I've given it a thing. It's a run a command. I feel like I'm missing key details. It's not really giving me a lot of options. Like not. I don't see it in the redeems thing. I know I'm messing something up. I'm not getting something right. Save? Following errors must be fixed. Okay, so I did something wrong. Command action, a valid command must be selected. What did she do? Don't having a hard time understanding what she's showing here because her UI is different from mine. The action is the streaming program. I click Twitch. Okay, let me try that again. No, wait, my streaming program should be OBS. Think? There isn't an option for OBS. So I'll just do Twitch. Add. I there's state channel point, create poll, create prediction, set title, set game. That's not right. Do you think for Streamlabs, but not OBS? Why is there not a thing for OBS? Wait, do it. Okay, so it doesn't say OBS, it says streaming software. I do streaming software, then click add. Please enable OBS Studio connection on the service page. How do I do that? Don't know. I don't know how to do that. That's And she doesn't explain that. Okay, no, she's explaining it now. Okay. Okay. Walk me through this very slowly. I am a little dim. Okay, you kind of skipped the part where you showed me how to get to there, but all right. Services. Okay. I see a thing for OBS Studio. Connect. Could not connect to servers. Please try again. If this continues, please reach out to your support. OBS Studio Connect can be enabled by heading to Tools, OBS, WebSocket, blah, blah. How do I get the stream key again? How do you get your stream key? I don't know. I don't remember how to do that. Play under settings, stream. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so if I copy this, will this work? No, that didn't work. No, that didn't work either. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, nope. She does not explain very well what that does. Oh, nope. Don't want to pull that up. Dang. I am not sure what to do here. Pardon me. Maybe I'll just try to look it up, see what I can find. Thank you, Marmalade. Wait, when was this? 2 years ago? That's definitely outdated. Yeah. Okay, so it's under OBS. Okay. Hold on. Okay. 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 Hey, it's connected. Okay. Okay. It's connected now. That's excellent. Okay. Now let's head back to here. We'll try this again. Add streaming software. Connected. Be a scene, I think. But I think she's going over it. Okay, it says source visibility. Source visibility. Green. Actually, this will. I need to name it properly. Hang on. Let me just. Oops. Okay. And we move back to here. And now let's back up. Source name. Mine was called had a big name for it, so I'm gonna rename it, copy it, move back to reacting, and then paste. So now it's the exact same thing on visibility. The action says wait plus I don't know how many seconds it is. I'm gonna just guess 3 seconds. Adding another one? Oh, that's much more. Okay, I see why now. See why. Streaming software. This add. And I just do what I did before. So instead it's source visibility. She has it switched off, but it should be green screens. Then same thing. And is that it? Okay. Save. I lost track of where I was. Events. That does not seem right. That does not seem right. Hmm. I think I did this wrong. Uh, uh me. Why the heck is my mouse not visible on my screen? Okay, that was very strange. Um, hmm, here, 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 there is not redeem on the thing. So that didn't work. Scrap it. Okay, maybe it's not an event. Maybe it's... Okay, so it's its own thing then. Why does it have one in events then? That's odd. Okay, add new channel points rewards. Call it that. Okay, so it's added the channel point. Doesn't do anything. I'll go ahead and give it like an amount. Now I go in and edit it. So I need to have it be which is the thing? Streaming software. Add scene. Is that right? Yes, studio. Then it should be source visible. Ow, ow. Neck. Source visibility. The name. Green. Oops. Greens. And then paste the name. Turn visibility on. Then put a wait for... I'm gonna go with 4 seconds. Do I think from this one, I don't need to... I'm gonna test something and just see if it works. Save. If I do... does not appear to have done anything. Let me try this. No. Okay, it did not do the thing. Wait. Is it because... Surely that wasn't it. That was it. I'm gonna be surprised. Okay, that was not it. Hmm. me try. OBS Studio. The source visibility. And off. Save. It's still not working. Oh, oh, I think it worked. I think it worked. Hang on, let me test it once more. Okay, that worked. That actually worked. So now comes a bit of experimentation. So if I turn this bit off and then save it, it shouldn't work anymore. No, it does work. But then the visibility. So if I do it again, because the visibility I think is registered as still being on. Okay. I see. So that's why you want it to have the toggle invisibility off, is so that it can be reset and then looped. That's why you want that on. Okay. So now if I put this back in and then do it again, it won't work the first time because it registers as on. But if I do it a second time, because it's gone through the loop, it works. Okay. So the way that this works is it just runs through with... It just runs through a sequence event. So I can have one thing trigger multiple green screens in effect, but does that also mean that I can make it do something with VTube Studio? So let me see if I let me find a thing. Yeah, there's a thing for VTube Studio. So if I add VTube Studio, VTube Studio is not connected. How do I connect VTube Studio then? Where is it? YouTube Studio, where are you at? Wait, it should be under services. Services. Is VTube Studio in here? How's stream going? Hello, Air. We're adding fun effects. And if I can learn how to do it, it means June is going to be very fun for all of you. Because you all have some stupid effects that you can do to bug me. Hang on. Seems like the connection thing is not... Oh, I think it froze. I think it got mad at me because I asked it to do something. I think it's mad at me. Hang on. Oh, okay. That's why. Um, not connecting for some reason. I don't see where the connect thing for mix it up is. Do thing for Twitch. Should be one for other stuff. I don't know where that's at. Let me see. Some of these are a little bit older. Let's take a look at this then. This one's only a year, so maybe it's not too outdated. Sorry, I'm gonna skip through a bunch of your stuff. Okay, so you don't explain how to connect VTube Studio to how to set up the... Okay, so you go through the whole thing and you explain how to create the channel points, how to actually set up the headpat redeem in the thing, but you don't actually explain how to mix it up to VTube Studio. Grand! Is your birthday in June? Correct. Correct statement. Let me see. Back wrap. I don't know what I'm doing. I see a thing for mix it up, but tell it to allow. But it... Oh, okay, it's connected now. Okay, that was some weird hoops to jump through, but hey, we got there in the end. So, if I go back to... Where's it at? If I go back to... I think I'll go ahead and put this up again. Because I'm not watching the video right now. So if I... Where is it at? Twitch point redeems. Okay, and I go to here. I go into this thing and then look for VTube Studio. And add it. And I can drag it up the line. And then... is a load model, move model. Interesting. Okay, so if I... This time span. Relative to model. I forget how the ratio works. I'm gonna just pick a direction and hopefully go somewhere. I'm gonna go with minus ow. I'm gonna go with minus 50 for 0, which I think is the relative at which it travels. Okay. If I get current. Okay, so that's gonna show me where that's at. So hang on, if I grab hang on. I just turn everything back to back to 0. I turn this to, I'm gonna, minus 50 might be too much. I'm gonna go with minus ow. Oh, also, what's also, I can't see my screen of what you guys are doing right now because I'm trying to set this up. Just gonna do a minus 10 and see what that does. And then you remember that little PNG sketch you made me like several months ago? Nope. I cannot think of it right now. I use it to stream. Which one? Like, again, I don't remember. I showed you in Discord. Well, say that then. Okay, you didn't post anything, so I'm guessing that's something you did a while ago. Are you gonna post it, or are you gonna want me to pause everything and hunt for it? Because I'm not doing the second thing. Okay, save it and give it a go. I don't know how this is going to go. I think that went too far. Certainly sent me flying, but it also did not correct the position afterward. I don't know where I'm at. Hang on. That was intense. Okay, so I think I switched that up a little too much. I'm gonna remove this and then have this be minus 2. See how that affects it. If I try it again, what does that look like? Still a lot. That is still a lot. I'm also getting moved in the wrong direction. It should be 2. Actually, no, I think it should just be 1. Just 1, maybe. And I'm going to set the time span to, I'll say 3. I don't know if that like sets me on a loop or not. All right, let's try again. Well, I didn't move that time. So 1 is not a go. So what if I do what if I do +1? No. Let me try 2 and just see what that does then. I think I already did 2, but didn't move me. If I do it through the redeem, does it do it differently? No, it does not. Okay. Let me turn time span back to 0. Oh, there's a time limit for 0 to 2 seconds, so it wasn't registering it. So if I do it as 0.1 fraction of a second, then save it, test it again. There it is. Okay, I see how it works. I see the function. But the question is, how do I return myself back to my initial position? That's kind of the thing I need to figure out is how do I return myself back to my initial position? Let's see. I think I have a way of doing it. I'm going to change this to 0.5 seconds so that there's less of a just me disappearing. I'm going to change the movement to 1 and see what that looks like. How does this look? Okay. A little slower. Needs a little more speed. Needs a little more oomph. So let's do 0.2 seconds. Okay, not bad. Is there a way to change when it starts? This is fun. This has opened up a whole new range of goofy things that I can do, and that makes me happy. So let's see about returning me to my original position. So I need the Tube Studio. I can run a hotkey because I do have a hotkey command for all of my poses. But that's not what I want to do. So instead, I'll have it move model. And right now I have it moving me 1 in positive. So if I do -1 and open relative to model, and then change the time span to the same number of seconds, -1. Who's throwing stuff at me? Wait, am I throwing stuff at me? I am. I'm throwing stuff at me. I forgot that that was the... Ow. I forgot I had a button dedicated to specifically doing that. Okay, save that. Let's see how that looks. Actually, wait. There's one last thing I want to change. I'm going to change this to 8 seconds. Save. And one last test. Hey, it worked. Excellent. All I would need to do now is get the timing down. I think the way I would do it is adding a wait sequence. So if I go with wait, click add, put it between VTube, between the OBS Redeem and VTube Studio, and make it a difference of 0.3 seconds, and see how that looks. Excellent. I totally guessed the timing on that, and it worked. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do something for somebody else's, for everyone else's sake, because I want to test it. I want to see if it works. Well, actually, hang on. I'll do a thing. I can find it. There it is. I'm gonna set this to just 10 points. I want someone to test this out. Anybody who is active in chat, somebody just go into the points redeem and click it. I want to see if it works for all of you guys. Era's like, say what? Excellent. I love that it took zero convincing. Like, it took me all of a, hey, can you press the, and then it was done. Before I even said what it was, you were already just like, yeah. Also found it. What do you mean? Oh, the image that you were talking about earlier. That, okay. So you're using that as a VTuber model? You're using that goofy PNG as a VTuber model? Yes. Okay. I forget, are you a raccoon or a tanuki? Remind me if you're a raccoon or a tanuki. A fox. Weird. Okay. Yeah, no, I see it. I see it. The rounded end of the tail made me think tanuki. All right, I'm going to just switch that off for now. Okay. So, we've gotten a lot of fun progress today. We got a bit of art stuff done, and I figured out how to get green screens and redeemable green screen effects on my streams, which means raids and gift subs are gonna be a lot funnier if I can figure out how to get those going. But also, we'll have a whole new slew of green screen redeemables that I can mess with and have fun with. So that's gonna be a fun thing. Bit of a shorter stream today. I am a little on the tired side, but hey, I used today as an opportunity to figure something out, to learn some stuff, and where we got things going. Give me a moment. We're gonna find someone to raid. Let's see. Knowledge is weapon. Okay, I know who we can raid. You see Goofy. I'm gonna send you all over to Silent Bell. Y'all have fun over at her. Goofy. She's got a new like really cute bed model where it's like cozy sitting at the computer bed kind of model. It's like really cute. Like y'all should check it out. Compliment her on her model. Like compliment her. She's fun. I'll catch y'all later. Bye bye.